Hey everybody, welcome to the second episode of
Wow,
Spirit Filled
numero
Podcast.
dos.
Numero dos. Welcome to Spirit Filled, and it is hotter than Hades out where we are here in West Virginia. Probably is where you are too. So we're going to get in for summer some rum-finished offerings today.
Ooh, that's my jam. Let's get into it.
So welcome back to the Bourbon Basement here in beautiful Morgantown, West Virginia, almost heaven. We'd like to welcome you back. If you watched the first episode, if you didn't get a chance to, go back and check it out. We did Penelope Cigar Sessions. But you might have noticed we've got a little piece of swag on the table. We want to share with a little bit about our stories with you all, even as we share about the whiskey. So this is special to you, Ryan. You want to tell them about what this is all about?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you live in Appalachia, you know that West Virginia, we have a long heritage of coal mining. And so that is a old miner's light that they would wore on their cap. And so my dad was a coal miner for 40 some years. Of course, he didn't wear that. We're talking like turn of the 19th century right there with that.
Yeah, what's that from the like 20s or
1900s,
something?
20s.
Yeah.
And so just a little homage to sort of the history of West Virginia, my history, and the hard-working men and women that mined coal for so long that helped keep the lights on and help produce steel.
Yeah, and you probably don't know this about my family too, but my grandfather grew up, his father was a miner in Westland, Pennsylvania, which is a small town near where I grew up, and he grew up as part of a coal camp, and he remembers going to the company store and spending scrip.
And they owned your life.
Yes, he has a lot of great stories. Well, a lot of stories about it.
It's funny you say it was Westland, or roundabout.
Westland, yeah.
And so Zach and I, we met at West Virginia Westland College in Buchanan, West Virginia, some 20 plus years ago.
It sure was.
Yeah, and so we're in the same fraternity.
We're faring pretty well. I've got more gray than you, but you don't have as much.
Yeah.
We're doing okay for it being that long ago.
But we just wanted to share a little bit about our history, a little bit of a heritage, and you'll probably see this mixed in with our reviews because we're proud of where we came from, West Virginia, southwestern PA, sort of the entire Appalachian region, and we'll get in probably in another episode, but the Whiskey Rebellion and a lot of the history of that we'll probably get into in another episode.
And there seems to be a little swell in distilleries and brands that are from West Virginia and Pennsylvania in this area, and so we look forward to sharing those in the future, but we're not there yet.
There yet.
What are we going after today?
It's summertime in the city.
In the summertime when the weather is hot.
Nice.
I like that one better.
And so we're going to we have a selection of rum-finished whiskeys, bourbons here, and for you to try, sort of from sort of your beginner to your little more advanced. And I'm a big fan of the rum cask. You have your maple, you have your honey, you have your rum, you have your name it. Everybody's casking or finishing whiskeys with just about everything. And rum is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I don't get the whole controversy over finished whiskey. I guess some folks are bourbon purists out there, and that's fine. If you want to be a bourbon purist, that's fine. You can be whatever denomination of bourbon head you want to be. But I love trying the different finishes.
Absolutely.
And I'm really excited because I've only had one of these three. I've not had the other two. I've only ever tried Breckenridge before, so these are new to me. And in fact, I've never even had a Jefferson's Ocean expression before. So,
well, let's get into them. All right, so the 3 rum-finished bottles that we're going to try out and review for you all in this episode. You have your Breckenridge out of Colorado, and it is 90 proof. And it's sort of your entry point into sort of rum-finished.
Batch 9 on this. I don't see much else as far as an age statement.
No age statement. I think maybe on the website it said they age it for an additional 18 months or something along those lines in rum barrels. And so, probably, you could find that for under $50 online or at your local liquor store. Unless you're in West Virginia and you can't find anything. But
yeah, I've not seen that.
Online remedy liquor, you could find it for, I think it's like $49. And then we're going to do a Jefferson old rum cask finish. It's slightly above 90, like maybe 90.2.
Yeah, that's you
90.2.
got it, nailed it. 90.2
and
proof.
It's probably about in the same range. I think might be even a little cheaper. Might be 30 or $40. And then we'll finish it off with the Peerless, which is probably the higher end of the rum finished, which is about $100 if you can find it.
It's also 109 proof. 109.1 to be exact. They really go all out with their their digits. 54.55%. So good to know.
So I think we'll probably do Breckenridge, Jefferson, and then finish with the Peerless.
Sounds good.
All right.
Let's start it out. You want to tell the people a little bit about this Breckenridge? You got anything to go with before we start? I know that this is one that I have enjoyed in the past and looking forward to trying it again. My girlfriend is also a fan of this one.
It's pretty light. You can't go wrong with it. Like I said, it's Breckenridge Distillery. They're in like Boulder or Denver, Colorado, or something along those lines. I'm not sure if they're a non-distilling producer or if they actually distill their own. But it's solid for what it is, solid for the price.
And listen, I love a good teal light blue, so that label's a winner for me. I don't want to ignore the
it's pretty. It's a pretty bottle.
Yeah, I can't ignore the aesthetics of this one. Also, I don't get the disparaging the lower proof stuff. It's got its place, right? Everything's got its place. You need a pour to, I don't want to jump right into 110, 120 proof stuff. So, and some days you don't really want that. I like having a lot of
you're not in 90, that 120 mindset.
90 to 100 proof options. It's great. We don't need to knock on that here. All right. So what do we think of this? I know this is always the most exciting part of every podcast. It's not a podcast.
Burying our nose in Glencairns.
I feel like I smell the rum on it pretty prominently. I also smell a little bit of the graininess of it. It almost gives me a Kick cereal kind of deal, a little bit of honey or something. Yeah. Like a little honey and grain or something like that. It's nice. We going in?
Yeah, let's go in.
We're going in. I don't hate that at all. Mm-mm. I don't hate that at all.
It is. It's like a sweet cereal on the palate.
It is. It is. It definitely reminds me of that. The rums, you always get that. I feel like the sugar kick from the rum on this one comes up in the middle of the palate, not right at the beginning. Weirdly, for me, almost like a sweet, not quite honey, but like a graham cracker, those graham crackers that are kind of sweetened. It gives me that kind of a flavor.
Like a Teddy Graham or whatever. Yeah.
That's such a great nostalgic tasting note. Is those honey Teddy Grahams. Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah, it's nice.
It's almost just like a touch of cola in there or something. You know what I mean? Like an RC cola, honey Graham, just.
Yep. I'm a fan of that. I feel like a little bit of an apple or pear thing wants to break forward, but it's hiding.
Can't
hiding
go
in
wrong.
The background. All right, so we're doing we got to go straight to rankings because we got to get through 3 bottles in this episode. So we're doing 5 communion wafers on the ranking. We do nose, palate, finish, and overall, right? We kind of take price into consideration for that. So where are you going to go with this?
I'm going
Nose.
Nose, a little light. 2.5, 3.
I feel like 2.5 communion wafers out of 5 is right where it needs to be. It's average. Maybe it On the nose, it smells almost a touch young. Like sometimes younger whiskeys have that grainier note.
I'd say
so I don't know. It doesn't have an age statement, but that is there. And I don't dislike that note, but it's not my favorite. So, yeah, I want to put it about 2.5 too.
2.5. The more you nose it, I think the more sort of the fruit comes out. But yeah, between 2.5 and 3. And on the palate, it's a little on the lighter side, at least in my opinion. I tend to like mine a little more viscous. This ain't quite it, I don't think.
If we're including the viscosity, I love a good mouthfeel. I know that sounds weird as heck. Weird as hell. Let's just say it. But like, yeah. I feel like I want to give it a 3, but like,
I'm not quite there. Not quite there.
So I'm going to give it a 2.8 communion wafers out of 5.
Okay.
Where are you going to go?
I'm in that range. I'm sort of in that. I'm not going to get as down in the details as you, Dave Portnoy. But I'd say it's between a 2.5 and a 3. And I mean, for $40-$50, it's definitely a solid bottle. On the finish, a little short in my opinion. Finish doesn't stick around very long. I'd probably say a 2 on the finish.
I agree with that. It's a 2 communion wafers out of 5 on the finish. Not a ton happening there. There's a little bit of sweetness that kicks around. So what are you going to give overall? Because it's a good value.
It is.
And it's purty on the shelf.
If it was more than $50, it would probably decrease my score, but a solid 2.5.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, 2.5.
Pick it up if you see it. If you want to try like an entry into rum cask and you don't want to break the bank, definitely a solid pickup.
It's the spot for it. I agree. Okay, next we're going to get into the Jeffersons. Is this a Jefferson's Ocean? I don't see Ocean on here.
So this is just the Jefferson's Reserve Old Rum Cask Finish. So this doesn't get to you go on a big cargo ship across the ocean.
This hasn't been on through a hurricane.
Whatever they do.
Are they gonna come out with Jefferson's Hurricane? Like I wanna try that expression. Like this one has been through a hurricane, through hurricane whatever. that sounds really fun to me. I have, as I said earlier in the episode, I have not had a Jefferson's expression before, so this is wildly new to me. You've had them.
I've had a few of them.
What's your take?
They solid. I mean, probably a little overpriced. This one's not. Be
honest, that's right.
The Jefferson's Ocean, it's in like that $80 to $100 range, there's a novelty to it, and then they have the Tropics. And they have single barrels. I'm looking forward to. They have a cask strength that's about 130 proof that I'm looking forward to.
I've heard some folks really enjoy that one.
And they have a weeded mash bill, Oceans, which I'm looking forward to also trying. But this one, it's not much. I think I got it off Remedy for like $40. Okay. So definitely a value
that's pretty
pick.
good. Yeah. So it's not like one that's going to make you walk on water, right?
Right.
This is not one of those. All right, let's go in and let's start ranking this. The most exciting part. I don't hate that nose. I feel like the smell is even a little more proofy than that one. I know it's not.
Yeah, it's a little. Well, that 0.2 on the proof really. 0.2. That 0.2 on the proof really stands really out on this one.
Got it.
Right. I mean, I hate this generic term, but on the nose it is a little more complex than the Breckenridge.
It is.
Almost like
I get a little more like oakiness with the rum on this, where that was mostly like rum and grain. I don't get that grain note on this. Okay. So there's no salt from the salty seed on this one. I feel like there's less rum impact on this, and I get a little more barrel, a little more like carameliness.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost getting that caramelly sort of powdered sugar, maybe.
Yeah,
hard,
that's right. The little confection.
like a little bit of a
Yep.
hard candy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I almost expected it to be a little bit sweeter with the rum cask, but
It's a little viscosity wise, mouthfeel, a little thicker, a little more mouthfeel. I think than the Breckenridge.
a little bit. Must be that extra 0.2.
I'm telling you,
Not a lot, but a
0.2.
little bit. I'm trying to look at it on the glass here. Yeah. Okay, I got it. All right, let's go for it. You ready to rank this?
Finish. Let's go ahead and give it a whirl here.
Let's give it our communion wafer score.
Um,
Nose.
just slightly above Breckenridge, just ever so slight, like 0.2, like 0.2.
That's what it needs. It needs to be
0.2
above
above
it.
Breckenridge, 2.86.
All right. Sounds great. I'll go with a 2.8 communion wafers out of 5. That sounds about right. How about palate for you?
Probably a 3.
Yeah. I don't remember what I scored the Breckenridge, but I feel like they're neck and neck because they're different.
Mm-hmm.
This had more of the sweetness, which I like, especially for summer, since that's when we're doing this. This is a little more oak, which I also really like the oak notes, but I feel like they're kind of neck and neck. Whatever I scored Breckenridge, I'm scoring this one exactly the same. What was it, like 2.75 or something? Maybe?
In that range, and on the finish,
right.
I'd say it's about the same. You know, it's not a long drawn out finish, of course. You know, something that's 90-ish proof isn't going to be for the most part. Sort of in that sort of 2.75 to 3-ish.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2.8, slightly above. Is that 0.2 points above? I don't know, 2.9? Is that point? Whatever.
Overall,
it's better.
It's
better.
It's a little better overall.
But solid.
Overall, 2.6. It's just ever so slightly, in my opinion, a little ever so slightly better than the Breckenridge.
Yeah, I'll go with 2.4. I'll go with 2.4. Because
Ooh,
it's big
a little
on
low.
the rum cast finish, and I'm not getting a ton of the rum, so okay. I'm docking it a little bit for that. I'm docking it 0.2 for that. So it's going down to 2.4 for me. Communion wafers out of 5 for the Jefferson's Reserve. All right, now what's good about this Peerless rum barrel? I'm excited for this one because I've had some Peerless before. Namely the Peerless Double Oak. I've been a fan.
Toasted.
I've also had some Peerless, like a single barrel, that I did not love.
Interesting.
I bought it when I was like very early in the bourbon game, though. It was like my first bottle above like $70.
Did you? Was
yeah,
like
it was the whole like red label single barrel, and it was fine. I expected more out of it, but I've also had some stuff I really enjoy from Peerless. So
I haven't been disappointed by any of Peerless's offerings. You mentioned the double oak, the toasted. I've enjoyed them.
I'll give you some more than that. Yeah, so you've had double oak, you've had toasted. I have not had the toasted. But I would love to go to the distillery this fall. I've heard that's a great experience at
Kentucky Peerless Distillery out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Woo!
And so this is just a little higher, about 17 points higher here on the. It comes in at 107.
I also feel like the great thing about Peerless is it's a security bottle. If anyone tried to take it from you, you could just throw it at their face, and they would die because this bottle is so
funny you say
heavy.
That. I just keep
its own security.
I keep one in my car just for that.
Keep an empty Peerless bottle in your glove box in case you need it.
Who needs a 38 revolver when you have a bottle of Peerless?
They're missing a real marketing opportunity, our Peerless. They should call us up and help us. We'll help them craft that message. All right. Oh, that smells quite good. And like a good bit of rum, which is what you want, right? Mm-hmm. On a rum cast finish.
I mean, just some sweetness, like some sugary raisins, like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it sounds very cliche, but like raisins soaked in rum is what it smells like to me. Or even like a little bit of like a cherry soaked in rum or something like that. There's a fruitiness to this that was not present in the other stuff.
I mean, clearly, a lot of times you get what you pay for. It's about double the price of the Breckenridge and the
Okay,
Jeffersons.
well that makes sense.
It's about 100 to 120. I think at MSRP's for right at about 100, maybe like 99, 119, something along those lines. You can find it on high proof for about 100, 105 maybe. And what about the palate?
I'm a fan of the palate because it's much richer, and the viscosity is way better. I think that's the biggest upgrade about this bottle is the viscosity and the mouthfeel on it. It's got to be non-chill filtered, right? I didn't read on there, but I assume it. Yeah, it says non-chill filtered on it, and you can tell with this.
Just the ever, like you can tell it's about 107, 109 ish. You know,
Stays
just
with
that tiny bit of ethanol, not much. You can feel a little bit of the burn.
This tastes like a Werther's. It's one of the like a sweetened up like I know Werther's are already sweet, but it has like a different kind of sweetness to it with the rum finish. I assume like a richer sugar note than like
I enjoy
straight sugary Werther's.
It's like if Grandma rolled her Werther's in some powdered sugar.
No, it's like she like caramelized some turbinado sugar and made Werther's out of that. Like that's what it feels like to me. It's richer and deeper, and just a better experience.
I agree. Finish longer.
Yeah.
I mean, it actually sticks with you, unlike the other two.
Yeah, it like sticks around like, you know, a friend that you want to talk to.
Yeah.
That you haven't seen for a while. It sticks around in
it's not one that you're like, sounds good, man.
Yeah,
sounds
like,
good,
get out of here. Okay, yeah. Like, no, you want to actually give us some depth of conversation.
Like ask them about their parents. Ask them how their summer's been.
There's more to it than that. Yeah, you can actually take some detail about what they do for a living. Right? Like, it's one of those. All right, let's give it the rank. Let's give it the rank. What is it on your communion wafer?
For those that didn't see our first episode, the communion wafer. Zach is a ordained minister.
Yep.
And so that's sort of why we're riffing on the communion wafers for the ranking. Also why we've called it spirit filled. But
I can't help myself.
Let's get into it here. Nose.
I am a fan of this. I'm not going to go too crazy. I think it's a 3.2. 3.2 on the nose. Slightly above average.
Solid 3.5.
Yeah, you get the rum, which you want. I feel like you can smell that, so it gets extra points for that for me. What do you?
But I'm a big rum finished guy.
Yeah, I mean,
I love the rum finishes. This is probably full disclosure. This isn't my first time having this Peerless. 3.5 on the nose. Palate slightly above 3.75 to 4.
Yeah,
there's just more.
I get that. I'm gonna do a 3.5. Yeah, I'm gonna do a 3.5. I like the oakiness that props up in the middle of this to balance out the sweetness of it. It's nice. 3.5 communion wafers out of 5. What are you doing for the finish?
I'd say about in the same 3.5 to 4. It sticks around a little bit. It's a pleasant finish.
Yeah. I'm also gonna do the 3.5 communion wafers out of 5 on the finish. Again, like the mouthfeel helps it over the finish line and finish a little bit stronger.
Overall, 3.75. Maybe to 4.
I'm sticking with I feel like my scores were a little bit lower, so I got to do like a 3.4 out of 3.4 communion wafers out of 5, or 3.25 communion wafers. Because how do you get like 0.4 communion wafers plus a little wine cup? We'll do it. It's strong. It's stronger than average. I'll give it that.
So
I'm a fan of that.
Overall, pick it up if you can. Give it a whirl. If you're into the finishes, especially the rum finishes, this is definitely one you need to try out. Like I said, it may be hard to find in your local liquor store, but it's available online pretty easily. And, you know, it's the summertime. We're sort of at the peak. We're sort of coming down the back end of summer. It's, you know, mid to late July here. And just a couple, you know, if you want to make some mixed drinks or something with this, I'd say
solid, yeah.
You want to put it in a like a pina colada, and instead of rum, you know, maybe use this.
I could see that. Yeah, not use as much like it's sweet, right? So don't overdo it.
Maybe like a dark and
syrup, but,
a dark and stormy with this too. You know.
Yeah, that's solid. I mean, I can honestly see this being with like a blackberry bourbon smash or something, because like that would like that like intense fruit flavor would be balanced out nicely by like the oak and the sweetness. I feel like that kind of application would be really nice, or even like in something with mint, like Kentucky Mule or something like that. It'd be great for that too.
Mix
kind of expensive to use for cocktails, but I feel like it would do well.
Maybe one of these two.
But I feel like that would be so much better.
Make a little pina colada action with it. Sub out some rum with this rum cask finished bourbon here, and I don't think you can go wrong.
I guess we're gonna have to try that.
Let's break out the blender.
Let's do it.
All right, this has been a longer than expected episode. We appreciate you sticking around for the entire thing here. We reviewed 3 rum cask bourbons here. I think unanimously the Peerless was probably the top dog.
But they all have their place.
They do.
They all have their place in the Cruel, Cruel Summer. That's a Taylor Swift reference. I have a lot of those up my sleeve.
But we appreciate you stopping by, and until we gather again,
we'll be with you in spirit.
Cheers.